Speaking of weather, this is just all right. I don't know if you guys know. I'm sure some of you who pay attention to these circles, the Alex Jones Infowars circle, the Before It's the News type sites, the Area 51 types, the conspiracy theory web, basically. The net that throws out these conspiracies. There's a thing called chemtrails. And for those of you who don't know what chemtrails are, let me explain. When like a plane flies by and there's those cloud-like formations that follow the planes, and it looks like sort of like a cirrus cloud, and it's usually like it looks like it's a cloud, really. Yeah,
Sort of looks like
skywriting. That's what I was trying to think of.
cocaine.
Yeah, it looks like skywriting of some sort. Yeah. I know what you're probably saying to me right now is, aren't you talking about contrails, Matt? Come on, Matthew, really. It's the moist jet exhaust left behind by aircrafts that condenses when it comes in contact with the extremely cold, moist air of the upper atmosphere. Come on, you idiot, Matthew. No, exactly. They think, though, that thing is chemtrails. They think that stuff, that innocuous stuff that comes out of jet planes, airplanes, whatever, are chemicals being dropped on us by the government. I'm giving you a second to really digest this.
They're not.
Just really. So anyway, a state senator in Arizona, Senator Kelly Ward, has scheduled a hearing this week about the chemtrail epidemic plaguing the area around Lake Havasu. Now, as the Vane over on Gawker, which is Gawker's weather blog, the Vane's Dennis Mercuru points out, a local newspaper has written about this conspiracy theory as if it was true fact. This is really just unbelievable. The first line, mysterious white streaks in the skies over Mohave County are the subject of a meeting next week scheduled by State Senator Kelly Ward. They continue. The senator says the meeting was called to respond to concerns by her constituents about the so-called chemtrails that appear in the sky after jets fly by. There then is a photo of a sky full of these contrails left behind by airplanes with the caption, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Chemtrails as shown over Lake Havasu City.
Some top-notch local reporting here.
Now, we should point out that State Senator Kelly Ward's a doctor. She has a BS in psychology and is a doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Oh, she's an osteopath. Okay. So she would be like...
She's clarifying that the meeting is not to see if chemtrails exist, but rather to calm citizens concerned that they're being sprayed with billions of gallons of toxic chemtrails.
Oh.
I have gotten a lot of communications from people who are concerned, and there has been a sense that no one has been doing anything for them to address those concerns, she said. This local paper then interviewed 2 Havasu residents to see what they had to say about this chemtrail epidemic, I guess you can say. I can't believe I just said that. One small business owner says that he read on the internet that chemtrails are real, and that since the government lies to us all the time, there's definitely something going on. Another resident had this to say after noting that she's seen chemtrails for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
Every time they do the chemtrailing, there is some dramatic change in the weather. I noticed it this weekend, and then it got very windy. I'm not a scientist, man, and I don't know what's in the chemtrails, But I think we have a right to know instead of worrying about it every day. I see what happened. This poor person complained the chemtrails with Obama's HAARP machine. The poor woman. It's the HAARP machine that controls the weather, not the chemtrails. The chemtrails are there to psychologically alter the different chemicals in your brain so you fall easily under the one world government, new world order that Obama's putting together, so we all become the one socialist nation under Kenya. Jeez, come on, guys, get it right.
I feel like, all of the chemtrails that they're under, you could cut them some slack for not being able to keep track of all this stuff.
I should note.
I would love her as a psychiatrist. You'd be like, I'm depressed. I'm anxious. Well, obviously you are. There's a friggin' chemtrail attack going on over your neighborhood. Of course you have issues.
Now, there's two things I'd like to note here. Number one, which is part of the story, is that the article attempted to speak with two representatives from the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality, and they discussed the meeting without, saying chemtrails are not real, which is ridiculous. They should have done that. I mean, are you kidding me? And then, not part of this story, but in the chemtrail universe, this is actually not the most insane thing involving chemtrails. Now, recently I came across something online where people are posting videos on how to fight back against the chemtrails. And now what the secret is, and what they're showing you in this video, and this is completely legit. Remember, these chemtrails are really contrails. Condensation, basically. And how do you fight against these chemtrails to stop these chemicals from warping your mind and destroying you? Why, you get one of your little spray bottles, that empty Lysol bottle or something, and you fill it with vinegar. And you go out on your front porch. There's videos of this online. I'm being completely serious with you here, as insane as this sounds. And you spritz the air, one or two little spritzes around your porch. And apparently, the vinegar goes all the way up into space, as high as the jets. I feel like I'm about to cut some Ultimate Warrior promo, like, kick down the cockpit door and go into a nosedive. I mean, literally, this is that crazy. And the vinegar apparently destroys the chemtrails.
I had no idea protecting yourself from the one world government could be so easy.
You think they'd be smarter?
Fucking
vinegar.
We
Who knew?
Everything planned to depopulate the globe, except fuck, man,
Vinegar.